Hello, students. Hey, I wanted to show everybody the exercise that we went through on this last week's discussion board, and that is the 401k calculations and the calculation of future interest as it compounds. It's an important topic, and it's something that I really want to make sure everybody understands because this is a spreadsheet that you can utilize for your future, right? In fact, at the end of the class, I'm going to send you one that I use that's rather robust that gives you a lot of details about projecting what the future can bring you in terms of return on your investment. So let me just show you. So in the assignment or in the discussion board, we had asked that, okay, what you put in a contribution amount, that was 6%. So you put that there. The rate of return, I think we said was 7%, I believe. So the salary today, I think it was 40,000 if I'm not mistaken. Profit sharing was at 1%, so you put the 1% in right here. Current age, that's really up to you. I'll just put in 22, and then the current year, 2020. Now here's where you need to go into the graph to kind of see what some of the answers were. So at the bottom here, it's the, what was the amount that you contributed? So it's right here, and it's 188,719. The amount that the company contributed, again, was right next to it, 188,719. If you wanted to, you could have gotten kind of technical and said, well, the company did match, but I didn't grade you on that. So the 188 would have sufficed. Then the next question was, what was the total amount of the investment, principal and interest, after the 40 years? And you find that right here in the sum column category, and it's right there. It's 192 or $1.952 million. You can also see that if you scroll over and you hover on this graph, there's the other point, the $1.952 million. So you can see how it grows exponentially. Now, the other thing I wanted just to make sure that it was highlighted was watching the money grow, right? So after 10 years, what would the value be of the money? Well, right here, it's $98,000, right? After 20 years, what's the value of the money? Well, I was 22 when I started. I'll go to 42. Oh, it was $323,000. And then you can see, and then I asked, what's the amount that it grew in the last 2 years? And that was just taking the 1.95 minus the 1.79 million and the difference between those two. But what I wanted to show there is just how much it grows exponentially over time, right? It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. You can see the first year, well, the difference was, about $6,000. This is about 7,000. It goes to about 8,000. Then it stays about 8,000. Here it's about 7 or 8,000, 9,000, right? 11,000. So every year it's growing more and more and more. And the final question that I asked was, what if you waited 10 years? What would be the amount of your investment if all things were the same, but you waited for 10 years? So what you do that is you come back here and you'd come off this 10 years and you'd say, okay, well, if I had 10 less years, I'd only have 828,000 versus 1.95 million. So the difference is you forego $1.1 million by waiting just 10 years, right? Now I get it. You can say, well, I'm going to put in more and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, you can try to make it up. But also, as was shown in the first announcement of this week's discussion, it's difficult to make it up because you can actually end up putting in significantly more amounts of money and still be short and come up shy. So what's the moral of the story? Well, the moral of the story is time is your friend. If you're young, start right now. Even if you think to yourself, well, I'm 22, I'm way young. Start. You have to start now. Time is your friend. The older you get, time becomes less of your friend. So I hope that that's helpful. I hope that you can utilize this spreadsheet throughout your life. You can continue to put in different things in your life, as it fits your situation up here in the yellow. If you have an amount, you can put that value in and you can watch your money grow and kind of have a forecast for what you think is going to happen to your money. It's a great demonstration, but it's one that's real life. So I'll just share in my own life. I have actually seen this happen, right? I am well into my career. I am at that 20-year mark area for my savings and preparing for retirement. and I've really seen the investments grow hundreds of thousands of dollars year over year. Now I could also lose a little bit, but nonetheless, it grows dramatically. And if I didn't have the amount that I have, I would be foregoing that, and I would be starting at a lower base, and it would be growing slower, and retirement would be coming quicker. So again, start young, start now, and then I'll just share the last thing is an old adage that the question was asked of someone, when's the best time to plant a tree? The answer, 10 years ago. And then the next question was, when's the second best time to plant a tree? The answer, today. So act today and get started. Thanks, everybody. I hope you found this video helpful, and take care. Bye.